What's up, YouTube? So today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Dark Souls, where I use only the starting equipment, and also I'm going to be making all of the game as easy as I possibly can for people who haven't played yet. But we're in the depths currently. We finished killing the Capra Demon in the last video, so if you didn't see that, go check that out. We're going to be going pretty quick through here. It's a little bit of a maze, so if you're, oh my god, playing along, you might fucking die in here. Don't love being poisoned. That great axe is one of the best strength weapons in the entire game. There's one that's in this crate right here. Every fucking time, I swear to god, dude. And then this one tries to ambush you into this other pile of rats. Just be careful not to get surrounded, and you should be fine. And there's one of the keys you'll need to be able to continue. Now we could summon the boss. We can summon an NPC on this coming up boss. We can summon Solarian, so we probably will. So I'll need to be turning human, but I need to find the second bonfire before I do that anyway, so. Oh, yep. We got these giant fuck off rats, and we got this guy. Oh my god. I got fucking pushed into a terrible corner here. Let me get the hell out of that. Okay, we're just gonna back the fuck up. Here. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. These guys don't respawn, thankfully. Or actually, they might. That fucking dude right there doesn't. Are you serious? What, did he hit me with the fucking tip of that shit? Alright, dude. So annoying. So the goal of that particular section is to not get fucked up, obviously. But the main way to do so is to kill that guy before he can buff those rats up. We'll just run by over here. I think we'll be okay. Pretty sure none of these rats actually aggro you. I'm gonna pick up my souls here. The other option is you could kill the rats, obviously, before they get buffed. If you don't get fucking comboed to death by— Dude, what the fuck? Alright, we'll try that again. Bandit Knife is really struggling here. This is an example of why the Bandit Knife isn't great in every fucking scenario. There's a lot of times when you need to be able to fucking hit more than one enemy at a time. I swear to motherfucking god, why did you open that box this time? Fucking rats, dude. The inconsistency of the behavior. Of course, my souls aren't even fucking up here this time. We can do this. Fucking get— oh my god, dude, fuck off. Alright. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of rats here. Just try to avoid them in general. They give you poison buildup, which isn't a great stat. And if you go into this room, right here, then you'll run into this fucking guy and his 5 rats. And now they're not gonna be a problem. But just because they can potentially be a problem, this is why we equip the bow. For the purposes of this playthrough, I'm considering the bow just a consumable. I could do the same thing with fucking throwing knives technically, so I feel like it's a fair usage. Plus the bow actually requires more carry weight than just having a shit ton of throwing knives. The purpose of the bow isn't to deal damage to the enemies, it's just to get their attention. Oh, look, a humanity. We'll need that soon enough. And there's a large titanite shard, which will be useful when we go to level up our gear some more. Go ahead and head down over here where there's more fucking rats. If you didn't know, rats have the highest chance to drop a humanity in the entire game, so fucking get rid of this piece of shit. There are a couple of places where you do have to be really careful going through here because there's just holes in the floor, like right here. So if you're not careful, you'll just fall to your demise. Not that it's necessarily guaranteed to kill you or anything, but if you're patient and you just walk around, we're gonna kill this fucking rat with the bow. But if you're patient and you pay attention to the floor, then you should be okay. Don't go sprinting through here or anything. And there's the big rat. We can just get him over here. Okay. Nothing too particularly special about this guy, just stay on one side or the other of him and he'll die pretty quick. There's a boss, but it's not that strong of a boss. If you do fall into the garbage chute, you actually land up top here. So if you're wondering how to get that item right there, that's how you get it. The garbage chute being in the room before the bonfire where the guy is holding the machete. Yeah. Gotta be a little bit more careful. Now if you are human, and it might actually happen even if you're not human. I don't think it will though. But if you're human, you might get invaded in this area. It is obviously filled to the fucking brim with these ugly ass basilisk monsters. Which if you're not careful, they will hit you with one of the worst debuffs in the entire fucking game. Called petrification. But all you gotta do is make sure you don't try to dive them. If you see that bar right there building up, you just need to back up. Throw some stuff at them. All fair game. Pretty easy stuff though. If you hit them, they'll get staggered, so not like you need to worry too much. If you notice these piles of gunk and shit in here, all of this is supposed to represent other players. And I'll get into what I mean by that here in a second, but need to concentrate a little bit. Oh my god. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh my god, they're gonna get me with this shit. Jesus Christ. Fucking cease. Yeah, there we go. You do need at least one Eye of Death to enter the Gravelord Covenant. We're not gonna really be doing covenants. But yeah, if you see these statues right here, these are actually other players that have been petrified. It doesn't do anything to break them. It's not like it releases the petrification. It's just a little ambient thing that they added. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit, how many of them are in this fucking room? But yeah, just, you know, be patient. Stay out of the fucking mist. As best as you can. This guy's freaking the absolute fuck out. I think that was the last one. And you'll be able to manage getting through here just fine. Of course, you don't even have to go this way. I'm just coming here for the Ring of the Evil Eye, which will be very useful later on in the game. Because it's basically a ring that every time you hit an enemy, it gives you a little bit, or not hit an enemy, but every time you kill an enemy, it gives you a small amount of your health back. And that's a really good ring to have when you're in areas that have really long distances between the bonfires. I do believe this is the correct way over here. Oh. Yeah, so this will just dump you back out into that same room I was just in with the Ring of the Evil Eye. And I still do believe that is the correct direction we want to go. We just have to manage not to fall in the fucking hole. If I can remember where the hell it is now. Where the fuck did you even come from? Alright, well now I'm really turned around. This is the location you would normally get invaded at right here. If you were to get invaded. And here is the bonfire room. Bonfire is the same one, by the way. We just have to go up here and unlock this little shortcut door. And now we can go back up to the bonfire. Not that I particularly need to be honest. Other than summoning, turning human so I can summon the guy. But my Estus Blast is still good, so technically I could just go into the boss room. We will also spend some souls to level up if we can. We'll get dexterity. We're gonna need to start leveling up dex more as we progress through the game to keep our damage number going up. Obviously upgrading our knife will also help with that, but since we're not really farming, it's gonna be a little bit on the difficult side to keep a knife leveling. Oh, that's not the right area. You can continue to farm those rats there for a while to get a ton of humanity if you really want. It does help boost your stats, and it does, you know, some stuff in some areas. Gives you a little bit extra drop rate. Yep, we don't care about that. Just gonna stay away from these slimes because they will fuck you up if they get close to you. This rat's gonna try to draw us into an ambush. I guess he got stuck here though, whatever. Works for us. Now there's summoning signs all the fuck over this arena. I guess not over here. Normally, if you come in here, there's two NPCs you can summon here. You can summon Lautrec. It's not actually called Lautrec, but it's fucking Lautrec. He's holding two shuttles. But that one's floating, I think, upstairs where the big guy that summons the rat is. And then there's a Solaris summoning sign around here fucking somewhere. Like I said, I don't usually come to this area. Here it is. That's the Solaire one right here. And I don't even know if the other one's gonna show up because I already killed Lotric, so it might not even be up there. But I'm pretty sure if it is there, it would be up there where that is. So they can also help you kill that rat guy if you go up there while human. And you're really struggling with that. I don't know why it took me so many fucking attempts to just use fire bombs in the first place, but it is what it is. Just shaking off the rust. Alright, so this dragon is weak to lightning. We could have used our last pine resin here to defeat this boss, but I don't know if we'll need to, if Solaire would get his ass down the steps. But yeah, now we get to fight the giant gaping dragon. Look at him. Isn't he just adorable? He becomes a lot less adorable. Now you can chop off his tail and get an item that way. I don't know if I'm gonna bother. I might, depending on how his attack pattern is going. But if he starts fucking up Solaire too much, I might just really push on him. Obviously, the problem being that you have to run behind him, and yeah, that happens a lot with this boss. So as you can see, we're not doing a ton of damage here. And there I go, fucking dying. Yeah, I got a little bit too greedy. So yeah, as you can see, this boss might be a bit of a challenge for us. It's no big deal though. I got plenty of humanity. So this is gonna be the first boss that's probably gonna be, you know, not a cheese. An easy, incredible fucking victory. It really does depend heavily on how the RNG of the fucking attacks goes, to be honest. Sometimes you can get them to just kind of get stuck in a corner. And I mean, you can just actually... It's entirely possible to just kill his ass with range. So if you have a bow, then you can just run around the arena and shoot projectiles at him. He's pretty susceptible to that type of behavior. I do think that's kind of boring though, so I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. I'll kill him with the knife. It just might take a while. I gotta relearn this boss's attack pattern because I'd never fucking fight this guy. Would you summon already? The reason we summon Solaire here is one for the sunlight metal, but also Solaire has lightning spear, which does a ton of damage. If you do have lightning attacks yourself, or you use gold pine resin, you can make this boss into a joke. But like I said, I don't know if we want to do that just yet, because there's some other places where we might want to use that gold pine resin. I do want to get my souls back if I can get to them in time. And yeah, mostly you just gotta be careful of this back leg and this boss just constantly fucking turning and rotating, because he likes to do that. Oh, here he goes. Yeah, see, he's really focused on Solaire because he knows we can't really do much damage to him. Which is great for us. There goes Solaire. I'm just trying to chop the tail off, to be honest with you. This is gonna be a long fight, boys. About as least DPS as you can get with the bandit knife. This guy doesn't, I don't think he's affected by bleed, so our true damage ability for the bandit knife is basically worthless. But we'll take the Dragon King Great Axe. And taking the tail off also does make this fight significantly easier because you don't have to worry about him doing as many tail swipes. You do still have to be careful of getting fucking ran over like this. I usually attack the back leg because if he does do one of those charge attacks, you do need to... He does have the ability to jump up in the air and turn around like that. And he also has a vomit ability, which I think he might do soon enough. Usually when he goes down on all fours like this, he's gonna run across the stage. And then he'll have a little bit of recovery that we can advantage. And then he'll stand back up and he'll either turn around, he'll do a tail swipe, or he will charge. So this is one of his attack patterns where he just does this, like, I'm gonna attack you with my front legs, stomp around, and then he's got this swipe attack. And then he's got this slam his head into the ground thing, which also usually transitions into him sprinting across the stage. And then he jumps up in the air, lands on the ground, and then tries to run across the stage again, usually. Seems like he's stuck trying to do his, yeah, little stompy. When he's doing the stompy, you can usually get in a couple of hits back here without taking any damage. You do have to be careful about going in this direction because you can fall off the fucking ledge over there, so. Here, we'll do some heavy attacks since I'll do a little bit more damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him be over there for a second because I don't want to deal with that. Here, we'll shoot him with a couple projectiles. Just to prove my point of how easy this is. So yeah. If you wanted to do this fight with a bow, it's a pretty easy boss to do with a bow. You'll need about, I don't know, 100 arrows. Pretty cheap. You take advantage of those dead frames. He hasn't really done the vomit attack, so I'm wondering if that's something that only comes after you get him to a certain threshold of HP. What the fuck is he doing? Okay. Some bosses in the game, it's actually easier to fight them if you don't lock on, and I think sometimes this is one of those bosses. Uh-oh. Because it tends to try and pull you towards a dangerous part of his fucking... There's the vomit. So yeah, that shit does that, which staggers you. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but if you get hit with that stagger at the wrong time, it can be pretty bad. And he also has the ability to fly. All right, dude. Yeah, so he also has the ability to fly down at you instead of just flying right up into the air and back down onto the ground. Well, really, come on now. This is also a pretty good example of Dark Souls having notoriously shitty hitboxes for big monsters. This is pretty much consistent throughout the fucking game series, unfortunately. I don't think I fought a dragon in any Dark Souls game that didn't have a fucked up hitbox. Yeah, so that would have been a tail swipe if he still had a tail. As would that have been. Yeah, I might be dead here. Yep. Thanks, game. Alright, well, maybe we will use the gold pine resin, because fuck that. Some bullshit. Literal fucking one shot. Stuff like that at least won't happen as much for you if you're not doing this with some kind of crazy fucking restriction. If you have decent armor, you can probably mitigate that from happening. I mean, you'll still get picked up and eaten, but usually won't one-shot you. The bandit gear isn't the greatest in the entire game. I mean, it's far from the worst shit in the game, but it's just not that good. Would also have helped if we had kept Soler around at least a little bit longer, but he kind of got trampled to death in the fucking corner. It is what it is, as they say. Also an NPC over here. Text. I'm gonna run down to the other side. We're gonna summon Soler again, and then I'm gonna use the fucking gold pine resin, unless I've got a different resin that I can use. That might be more effective. Let's see. I don't think he's particularly poisoned, so I think it's probably our best shot. We could also try throwing a black fire bomb or two at him and seeing if that does anything. I don't think he takes a lot of fire damage. Usually dragons are not particularly affected. And if you're wondering how you would know about the resistance of, you know, fire or whatever, typically the game starts with a fucking cutscene that tells you about how the dragons were all wiped out by lightning. I did not mean to use this right now, but it is what it is. Fucking really? Come on, dude. And it still fucking killed me. Oh, I actually didn't. I barely lived that shit. Of course, Soler spent the whole time I was getting fucking chewed on doing a whole lot of goddamn nothing. Gotta love that. Oh, tapped that a little bit too late. And he's dead. And I'm dead. Oh my god. He's loving to spam that tail swipe this time around. I gotta get rid of that tail so I can be more effective. Damn, how you still got that thing, bro? I chopped you like fucking 8 times. Yeah. Sweepies. Yeah, so that's the thing about the tail, is it really is a fucking extremely annoying thing that he'll use a lot if you don't get rid of it. Alright, dude. Well, we don't have gold pine resin anymore, so this is gonna be a fucking annoying run back every fucking 27 times we have to do this fight. But maybe he is. Yeah, never touch these, by the way. It will always end in your fucking downfall. All it does is summon an enemy phantom to kill you. I mean, technically you could probably... You can try to defeat them, but I'm telling you right now, it's not worth it. A lot of people are just hacking the PvP for this game. And it's also really laggy. Like, notoriously bad. There's lots of memes online of somebody fucking teleporting behind you and backstabbing you. Come on. How many of these do I have? Fucking skip the cutscene, god damn it. Nobody wants to watch that shit. Well, now that I remember the tail being so fucking problematic, you better believe I'm gonna be chopping the absolute piss out of it while Solaire's still alive. Do need to be careful because he can still attack me instead of Solaire. Right now, I've got the aggro. He's probably gonna run here. Yep. There's Solaire getting his ass trampled. Fucking hit the tail. Come on, dude. Fucking shit ass hitbox. Yeah, hit him with that fucking lightning bolt. Teach him a lesson. There we go. That's gonna make this fight a lot easier. For science, why not? Well, he might be affected. Doesn't seem like it. There's 10 whole of them and his health isn't draining, so... If he is affected, he's very, very fucking resistant. Oh my god, fuck off. That should not have hit me. I was still in the roll animation. I guess let's heal because, you know, this guy's got some cheesy fucking attacks. If we stand behind him, we should be immune to him fucking grabbing us. If he'll get out the wall long enough for us to stand behind him. I'm a little bit paranoid because I think he might also have the ability to fucking swing his tail even though it's cut off and deal a shitload of damage. But it should be okay. Yeah, come on. In case you're wondering what this is, it's just some pretty decent armor. Nothing too crazy, but it's a nice set that's balanced between weight and stats. Look at him trying to spam that little nub. Gotta utilize these dead frames as much as possible. Yep. Thought I remember him being able to do that. Yeah, this is the fight. It's gonna be a little bit tedious, but I think we'll be able to do it since I now understand every move this guy has. Thought you would typically learn how to do a Dark Souls battle. You know, fight them a couple times, die because of bullshit attacks that you didn't think they had. You get them to the second phase and they pull out one more thing. Yeah. I'm right here, buddy. Oh, I thought he was gonna vomit for a second there. I need to keep him away from this fucking wall. Alright, game. Be careful not to run yourself out of stamina too much, because you need that to roll. Okay. He's just doing this so he can walk up and try to grab me or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the hell that is. There he goes again. Oh, come on, game. I'm fucking behind him. They could have raycasted that hitbox and made it go the opposite fucking direction. Or made it where it only does damage to you if you're standing in front of him. Again, like I said, game has some bad hitboxes. Dude, would you just do your fucking attack and quit pressuring me into this fucking corner? Whatever the fuck it is you're trying to get in the range to do. Oh, he's pissed. We're gonna drink that just to be on the safe side in case he does fucking pick me up. And there he goes with the vomit. Yeah, there's your proof that you can kill him with fucking throwing knives if you have enough of them. You probably need a whole damn inventory of them. Oh. Come on, do what you're gonna do. A lot of people get really impatient when they're on the last few hits of a Dark Souls boss, and that's when they die. Makes sense when you've been struggling for a few hours to kill a fucking boss and you're on that last hit and you just want it to be over with. What the fuck? Are you serious? What kind of dog shit hitbox was that, bro? Fucking one-shot me. Alright, dude. That's how we're fucking playing this. I'm just gonna bullshit through this. Can't believe that motherfucker literally one-tapped me with nothing. Hit me with a bullshit hitbox. There's also an NPC over here that has some stuff for sale. I can't quite remember what the fuck he sells, but I'm pretty sure it's just crystal gear, which we can't fucking equip. He might have arrows, though. If he has arrows, I might buy some. Alright, get the fuck out of here. Let me just double check. Yeah. Alright, well, he's got the gold pine resin. Motherfucker sells gold pine resin. I wish I had known that. I could have used that information to buy gold pine resin for this fucking boss. But I don't have any souls now. Getting one additional gold pine resin is worth a black fire bomb. Yep, thank you very much. I mean, he might only sell one. I don't fucking know. Definitely interesting to know, though. Wish I had known that a while ago. I would have fucking used that. Alright, so we're gonna use that gold pine resin to kill this fucking dragon. I'm gonna run over there and get my souls, and then I'm gonna buy some more gold pine resin, because if I don't, this NPC will move on after we kill this dragon back to Firelink. Which is somewhat obnoxious, because he moves to the underside of the bridge. Which means you have to jump over to get to him, and means you're also... I forgot to summon fucking Solier. Well... this is probably a lost cause, so we're gonna do something a little bit creative here. In case you didn't know that, that's a thing you can do in this game. You can have a homeward bone on your use bar to make that a lot easier, obviously, for any situation where you may encounter a very tough boss while you still have a lot of your souls and you don't want to lose them. You just leave the arena. It kind of works out for us. You can buy more bones later on in the game, by the way, so don't worry too much about using them. But yeah, we'll be buying 2 of these. Thank you. With these excess souls, works out pretty well. And now we're gonna fucking avoid getting... get the hell out of here. All right, now this time we're gonna remember to summon fucking Solier before we go in here. Is he still down there? No. Yes? No. I couldn't remember if it reloaded the game when you used the homeward bone or not. Makes sense. You could also always use the dark sign to go back, but you'll lose all of your shit. You'll sacrifice all the souls that you have and also turn you back from being human if you are human. But it's a nice little speedrunning strategy if you're going all the way down to fucking fight Pinwheel. You could save a homeward bone. Oh my fucking god. Are you serious right now with this shit? The disrespect. Did not mean to do that at all. Ah, I got you that time, bitch. A little gold pine resin's gonna do a lot of work here. I hate it so much, dude. Drink up. Oh, he's definitely about to fucking kill us all here. Are you fucking kidding me with that shit, dude? Why did that hit me? Fuck off. Fucking bullshit ass hitbox. Yeah, now he's pissed. Can't believe that shit hit me even though I rolled. Fuck him up, Solar. So if you want the sunlight medal, by the way, you do have to have Solar fucking survive the fight. Just so you know. Are you fucking serious with this bullshit? I'm drinking this. He's doing too much. Fuck out of here. Nobody likes you. Alrighty then. With that, we can open the door to Blighttown. I don't know why this is here. Dark ahead. Yes, it is. Anyways, that's pretty much that. I don't know why that took so much effort. But now we got plenty of fucking level up points. And also some more gold pine resin. I'm gonna buy 3. That way I have a stock of it. Where the fuck is the stairs? I guess they're over here. If I can find my goddamn way out of here, bro. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go here. Oh, and he... I don't know, he's still here.
Hi, shall we meet again?
Yep. I would like to... Oh. He only has them until you kill the fucking dragon, apparently. Yeah, that makes sense, because I was about to say, I definitely don't remember this guy just carrying around fucking gold pine resin. Wooden arrows. I'll go buy some fucking arrows since I used a bunch. Those might even be better quality than the ones I fucking originally bought. I have no idea. And then he can buy his set off of him. But it looks like he ain't got shit, so I'll use this door. Opening this path up, and then I'm pretty sure if I talk to this guy, he'll disappear. No, I guess not.
I'm afraid I don't...
Hey, I thought the fuck. Fuck off, Mr. Slime. Alrighty then, so that's been a whole ass event. Now once you kill the dragon, there's 2 different options that you have access to, especially if you started as a thief and have the master key. The one option you would have if you didn't start as the thief would be to just go through the Valley of Drakes, and that's fucking annoying. Nobody wants to do that. We're gonna put all these points in the resistance because we gonna need it. Alrighty then. And the other option you have is to go the back way in the Blighttown, which is significantly faster, and it's also something that most people don't know how to do, so we'll go ahead and go that way. That does require us to leave the depths the way we came in, so a little bit of backtracking, but not too bad, since most of the fucking major enemies in this area don't respawn. Gonna have to kill a few dogs and a few bean bowls. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Alright, this fucking dog is doing entirely too much shit. Alright. Come on. Get rid of this guy. Well, that's good enough. He ain't gotta actually be dead. Just out of the fucking way. Yeah. Fuck off. Jesus, there's so many. God damn. Dude, I just killed like fucking 5 of you. How is there still this many of you left in this fucking room? Fucking dog is doing still way too much. Anyways, we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. There shouldn't be any more roadblocks. Just one guy up here with a fucking crossbow. I think it's a crossbow. Might just be a regular bow. Fucking die. And there you go. Now we're back out and upstairs. Oh, went a little bit too far. Let's spend some souls at this bitch.
Are you playing?
I need to buy some. I'm gonna buy one of these just so I have it. Hopefully I don't have to use it because it's pretty annoying. I'm gonna buy a bunch of this for later. I might as well get one more.
Come again, if you please.
While we're here, we're going to run all the way back to Firelink Shrine. And on the way there, well, when we get there, we'll be at the back door. Or close to it anyways. Oh, that's the wrong fucking way again. I always do that. Alright. Get the fuck out my way, dude. Ain't got time for your ass. You can get the fuck out my way, too. We're gonna go straight down here. Fuck's sake. Die. Fucking die. Alrighty then. Now to get to the back way in the Blighttown, we're gonna go down a familiar path. If you watched the first video, when I got the Firekeeper soul from down here. If you didn't watch the first video, what are you doing? Go watch the first video. There's so much information. But anyways, we're gonna go back down here. It's gonna take a few seconds for this fucking thing to come back up. It's a pretty long elevator. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. We go down again. This will be the second of 3 times that we will be coming down this fucking elevator. Hopefully. I can send it back up while I'm down here, I guess. You just do this. Then you won't have to wait for it the next time. If you do have to come down here next time. We're going to Blighttown though, so we're gonna go right through here, which is going to take us to this little door. And if you have the master key, you can just open this little door. Now, if you don't have the master key, you have to go to the Deep Root Basin, and you have to come back through this way, which is annoying. There is, if we go over here, I'm going to use some arrows to get a bunch of souls really quickly. is there's our friend right there, Mr. Dragon. Another dragon. This one isn't a boss, thank God. So if we just do this number right here. What the fuck? Bro, does not normally have this much health. What is going on? Bro, his health is like glitched. It's not going down. I have no fucking idea what's going on with this guy. We'll try. Oh. Yeah, so he's gonna spew this shit. If you get hit by that, you will basically die. I'm gonna just try to throw this firebomb over here. That did some damage. What the fuck, bro? I don't know why he's so fanky. Yeah, we change arrow. Let's 7 of these. Fuck it. Bruh. Man has enough health for everybody. I'm probing for a weak spot. Gotta be a spot I can see that does more than 35 fucking damage. Seems like wing might be the weakest point. We stand here long enough, we can definitely kill him doing this strategy. It's definitely not something I want to do, though. Also spending a lot of my fucking arrows. My stocks build up. Oh, yeah, I remember they're doing a lot of damage. Fucking hitbox, dude. God damn it. So annoying. Alrighty then. Dragon scale. And some souls. And some junk. Dragon Crest shield is a very good shield. Has high resistance to fire and I think lightning damage as well. And that's the other side of Drake Valley. You would come out over there normally from that shortcut I showed in the second video. So you'd come there and then you would have to get past these two drakes, come up this ledge and then get past this dragon. But you don't have to kill the dragon to get past them. You can just run by. Relatively easy. But then you can come up here and get into the backside of Blighttown. Now the backside of Blighttown is significantly easier to go through than the front side, but it's still somewhat of a challenge because you have to be careful not to get fucking ass blasted by these guys with the giant clubs. They do a tremendous amount of damage and they come in packs of 2. We're gonna use a good old bow here to try and aggro just one of them at a time. Of course it didn't fucking work, so now we're gonna walk back over here. They are vulnerable to being backstabbed, and if you do it just right, you can usually use the fucking frames from one guy's getting backstabbed to get immunity to the other guy's attacks. Usually. You do not want to fucking sprint through here most of the time, because there are just more of these guys through this fucking tunnel, and it will end up getting you killed. I swear to fucking God. Thank God. Alright. One-on-one, they're not so bad. They're pretty easy to backstab, as you can see. And they're pretty slow, so... it's really just a matter of being careful. Of course, this is a Blighttown, so you'll rarely ever see them fucking one-on-one. Sometimes they're in packs of 3 even. I don't think we're gonna go anywhere where there's a pack of 3, thank God. Pull this guy just in case there's another one up there. Come here. Yeah, you do still have to be careful of these hits because they do hit very fucking hard. They can easily overwhelm you and they'll, you know, kill you if they hit you. Nope, that guy's dead already. They're worth 500 souls, which isn't a terrible amount, but it's pretty worthless at this point in the game to farm. We're getting to the point where we need like 10,000, well, not 10,000, but we need about 5,000 souls. Yeah, key to Londo Ruins. We'll use that later. If you go down here, you do need to be careful in this whole fucking area because the entire thing is extremely dark and you can't see a fucking thing. But there are a couple of places where there's bugs like that one right there that's fucking floating down there. And these two that are trying to fly up here. These things are very obnoxious, and this is why we use the bow. You could also use the bow to kill this thing on the wall over here. It's really not worth it. It takes fucking forever. Better to just walk over there and chop it if you really want to kill it. But I just thought I'd mention it because it is something that you can do. Alright, so you're gonna run into a lot of these guys in this area. They're little crawling on the ground pieces of shit that breathe fire if they get close enough to you. We're gonna take every opportunity to kill a fucking mosquito that we have, so they don't kill us while we're climbing down ladders. Carefully navigate here. There's the guy I was looking for. Okay, well, we'll just be right here, so it's not gonna... This is why we fucking bring arrows for this area. It's just gonna keep spawning these fucking mosquitoes. But also, because of this guy, I gotta stand in a very specific spot. And you can hit him. Oh my god. If you get hit, you just want to let that fall off because that's toxic. And if it builds up all the way, it will fucking kill you. You can only get it off by using the shining purple moss that we bought one of. But I would rather not use that right now. But there's going to be a oh, he gave me one for free. Nice. But there's going to be a couple of those guys around here. So we're just going to get rid of those. They do not respawn, thank God. So there they are. Oh, and we got hit by it. Fucking great. Well, since we've already gotten hit by it, we might as well use this opportunity to try and fucking kill this guy. If I could see him, it'd be fucking so much easier. And this is just to showcase how fast you will die if you're not fucking careful here. Yeah. There is a reason we're coming back here, though. I swear to fucking God, why does he have such a tiny ass hitbox? Fucking swear. Just need to hit him one time. Alrighty then. Now we can use this clump of purple moss this fucker gave us to get rid of this toxic effect. There's one more in this corner back here. Fuck off. This should not have hit me. I wish you could move while shooting. Super annoying. Alright. Drink that shit. The reason we came here is to go down this ladder over here. I think there's still fucking one more somewhere. Might be downstairs. A lot of bow usage in this episode. But that's just how it is in Blighttown. There's a lot of fucking bullshit. I don't know why. No one knows why they felt the need to make this area so obnoxious. We go down here without killing these dogs, by the way. There is about 14 fucking dogs. There's not really, but it just feels like it is because there's so many. I think there's 5 total. This is just an easy way to deal with them, so we don't have to go down there and get fucking bit to death. Here's the other one. Another one, I should say. I love being able to see an enemy and not fucking hit the enemy with the bow. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, that's literally the maximum I can aim down with that shit. And these dogs are particularly dangerous though because they have the ability to fucking breathe fire. I guess I already killed the one that was down here. Yeah, so there's 2 more over there and then there's 2 more down there. We're gonna try to kill these off easily here. Yeah, the main danger of these fucking dogs though is just there's so many of them. And they do a fair amount of damage. Yeah, and they're also as fucking evasive as shit. Alright, dude. Kill the fuck out and just die already. Going way too much. Come here, friend. Are you serious with that shit? Yeah, so there's the fire breath. If you didn't believe me. I do have that ability. I don't know why they didn't use it until just then, but whatever. Sometimes you just get lucky. But yeah, if you try to rush this, you will just get fucked. Because you'll end up with like 4 or 5 of those dogs. And this is the last firekeeper soul. But you'll end up with 4 or 5 of those dogs. Fucking eating you in a corner, breathing fire all over you. Pretty bad. Why is this here? This seems like a death trap. Well, we're definitely not going that way. We are going down a fucking escalator that is also a death trap. But not that one, thank God. And we can move back this way now. There is also another item that you could if you're not doing a gear specific run and you're just allowing yourself to play the game normally, you can go across that right there, rickety ass branch. It's pretty bad. You will just slip off and die sometimes. But if you go across there and then around that bend, there's a chest over there with some of the best robes in the game for this fucking area. Because it makes you basically immune to poison. I think the main things that people hate about Blighttown though is it's dark as fuck. You can't see a damn thing. Yeah, this is how you would get up here though. It's dark as fuck, you can't see anything, and it's a bunch of rickety ass platforms with terrible fucking collision that you just slide off of all the time. Now the normal way you could go right here, and that is a way to get down onto that platform. You could also go down the ladder a little bit more and get down on it. If you want a little bit more safety. That guy's already fucking dead. Yeah, so you can come down here. Why is this over here? Yeah, so you could go and you could walk right here and get onto it. It's pretty safe. You're gonna go a little bit after it goes, and you're just gonna roll like this. Works basically every time. And you're gonna get to about right here, and you're gonna roll again. Now, there is an NPC down here if you've gone to the Darkroot Basin to the other side of the Astorius Hill and joined that covenant in the forest. There'll be a guy right around here that sells you some stuff. I'm not in that covenant, so he ain't here. And we're gonna walk our asses over here. Man, this guy's tanky. Yep. I fucking forgot I was still human. She should be right over here. On the bonfires here. She'll be here shortly, I guess. Oh, there she is. Pretty easy to deal with. Just do some old backstab. There you go. You can probably find some people to play with at this point as well. This next boss is somewhat difficult. Especially if you... Can I pick up this shit, please? Especially if you don't, you know, have ranged. We're going to level up here, thanks to that. And get us some more resistance. Alrighty then. We're gonna go up here, and I do believe there's a mimic in this room right here. I'm pretty sure this is a mimic. Nope, that is not a mimic. It's just a dragon scale. Dragon scales are incredibly hard to find, and allows you to join a covenant that's also down here, which we might go see. I don't know if we'll go down all the way there, actually, because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get back from down there. Maybe later on in the game when we have the teleportation ability. But it's a real long traversal. Get rid of this guy. Now, there are slugs like that one over there in this area that you can kill and farm certain shards for leveling up gear. Which is not a terrible option in this area because this area is, like I said, the boss here is kind of difficult, somewhat. If you have been invaded or you have a pyromancy flame to a high enough level, there's also an NPC that spawns right here on the side of this pillar. This is also where a poison bite ring would come in, very helpful. But she would spawn right here. We don't have that, so she ain't here, and we haven't been invaded by anyone, so we're good to go. Now, I did get poisoned, but that's okay. It's not toxic, so it's not that bad. And if we go right over here to the right side, usually we can get past these guys without aggroing them. Usually. Sometimes you get unlucky. We're gonna go straight down here. Now, I wouldn't recommend killing these guys because it's not really do you any good. They don't give you very many souls, and they can fuck up a covenant later on for you. So, like I said, I wouldn't recommend it. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon this bitch. And that bitch is going to do pretty much all of the work for us in this fight coming up. Put on some throwing shit, I guess. And I need some range in here. Do I really not have any fucking... Oh, there it is. We'll just use our Estus Flask here. Heal up. And then we're gonna go in here. And here we have Quelaag, the daughter of Chaos. This is a spider lady. And YouTube being YouTube, I might have to censor this part. Anyways. This boss likes to spit lava all over the fucking arena, which is really annoying. Most of her attacks are fairly avoidable if you don't get fucking tripped up by getting stuck in lava, that is. You can also just spam more projectiles as such. Right here, you can see it does work fairly well. Maneater Mildred over there getting fucking wombo comboed by lava. We love to see that. You do need to be somewhat careful of her other abilities. She has this ability here where she will occasionally explode. But overall, it's a pretty easy fight. Yeah, like I said, you gotta be careful of that fucking ability. Drink up so I don't fucking die. And we're gonna stay the fuck out of that corner now because it's full of lava. We'll go over here and start shooting some projectiles while we're killing time for the lava to despawn. Eventually the boss will get mad enough to do something about us. We're just gonna back up because he's about to explode again. Now occasionally the boss will do a multi-attack, which you're about to do right now. They also have the ability to launch themselves through the fucking air and spit lava behind you, which is pretty dangerous, but as you can see, this boss fight was substantially easier than the dragon. Substantially. And all you have to do to summon Maneater Mildred is beat her in a fight. And now we can level up again. Isn't this game just so easy? Now we're gonna ring the second bell. Bong. And that means we can go to one of the actually hard parts of the game. Some people's least favorite part of the game, in fact, called Sin's Fortress, which is right there. Yes, Mr. Giant. Open the gate. And it also means we'll be paying a trip back to the blacksmith, which maybe we want to keep some of these souls for leveling our gear. We're definitely going to spend most of them leveling, though. There is a secret door here. That gets you to one of the covenants for the game.
Oh dear.
Yes.
No matter. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Yes, thank you. Allow me passage, friend. Now, there is a ring that you can start with that allows you to actually speak with this character, but otherwise, he's just a nice way to get a level up after the boss and not have to walk all the way back. Alright, we're done with the Blighttown, so we don't really need to level up our resistance too much more. I'm gonna go put 2 points into it just to even it out. And also, you know, get a little bit more defense. Since we're using the bandit gear, we need to put some levels in the defense. It's all good. We can also sacrifice humanity here. And reinforce our Estus Flesh. Because this is also a firekeeper. It's a spider lady. We are going to enter this covenant. Which gives us a chaos. And then we're going to offer humanity. Now, the thing is, there's a door right over here that you can't get through unless you offer a lot of humanity. Like a lot of humanity. 30, in fact. We only have 16, so we won't be getting through that door right now. That is a door we need to go through in order to save Solaire for the last fight of the game. Which we will be wanting to do. So we will need to get some more humanity. Now, there is one last thing we can do while we're here. Which, we could actually go all the way down to fucking Lost Isolate, but we're not doing that. That's way too much. There's also a bonfire down here if you don't want to enter that covenant. If you'd like to go here instead. And then you get to this guy. Way the fuck down here. It's a little dangerous. As you can see, everything is currently fucking on fire. Lots of lava. Well, we can get rid of the lava. And also kill another boss. Possibly one of the hardest bosses in the entire game, to be honest. Quite possibly. You can see there's lots of bloodstains from people falling off the fucking bridge. Good old Dark Souls. Slippery ass floor. Alright, so we're gonna go down here, and you might have seen it from when I was coming down, but there was a bunch of tendrils over here poking out. That's because there's a boss over here in this corner. Now, this boss doesn't actually aggro you immediately once you come into this arena, which we're going to utilize because there's also one of the best sets in the entire game over here by a ridiculous margin. Here's the boss, as you can see. Doesn't aggro you at all. You can just walk the fucker right up to it. Doesn't do anything. But once you walk over here and grab this set off of this body, this boss doesn't really like you anymore and will immediately start fucking you up. Sometimes you can get past him without that fucking happening. That was a really interesting fucking attack, dude. I don't even know what hit me. I assume the boss swung its arm through the fucking floor. That's my best guess. But anyways, 9 times out of 10 if you just hold the sprint button, you can come back all the way to this fucking fog gate. Which is what we want to do. No big deal. I just had to walk my ass all the way back down here. Again. Look, we're back. Our friend here does like to lob explosives, so if you stand too exposed, they will throw shit at you. They also like to throw hands at you. One of their other favorite attacks. Like that. Like that, in fact, right there. That's exactly what I was talking about. We're gonna do it again. And I died. Alright, motherfucker. Why are you doing this? We both know this is not how you're supposed to fucking behave. Oh, fucking obnoxious. Just do the shit you're supposed to do instead of all of this nonsense. Fucking annoying. I love to be over here. Whenever you decide to come your ass down here. Alright, well, I guess the boss is just not gonna participate fucking in the entire mechanic that it's supposed to do. Why are you not doing shit you're supposed to do? Fucking bullshit. This boss is not supposed to stand there and fucking spam the same attack, just so you know. It's not like I couldn't fucking defeat it. No, like a long ass fucking complicated ass fight, but it's just annoying as fuck. Why would I want to do that? Why can't I just fight the fucking boss in the intended goddamn way? No, why this boss is being fucking difficult? Fine, then I'll just run all the fucking way over here. It's being so goddamn abstinent. What the fuck? Are you serious? I have never gotten this much fucking grief from this goddamn boss before. Swear to God. Just do what shit you're supposed to fucking do. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get past this fucking boss, probably. It doesn't seem to want to do anything that's fucking supposed to do. It's really annoying. I can't tell if it's fucking bugged or what. Normally you don't die in my first fucking run back and it just happens the way it's supposed to happen. I'm trying to get back into that corner over there to see if maybe I can retrigger the fucking logic of the boss to do the fucking correct sequence of events, but every time I go over there, it fucking one-shots me. It's bullshit. What now, bitch? It still might not do much for me, but it gets me through this shit, I guess. I swear to God, do not fucking stand over there and shoot that shit at me again. It's gonna do it again. Oh, no, it's actually doing the thing it's supposed to do. So this is what normally fucking happens. And then you just attack this hand a few times. Which in my case, is more than a few times. But that's the boss. Know why it was being so fucking difficult. And that's a requirement to just pull this area down so you can walk through this shit. We're not gonna go here yet. But we do need to cool this down for the progression of the game, so we'll be coming back later. Didn't even get any fucking souls for killing the boss. There it is. Took long enough. We need to get all the souls we can get at this point so we can level up. But yeah. So that's the third boss that we did today. And in the next video, we'll be heading to Sin's Fortress. I might walk back up to Firelink Shrine and buy some more fucking firebomb potions before, or firebomb, whatever the fuck they're called. Let's see, well, we need dexterity. Another choice is vitality, of course, or resistance. And that's going to be the stats we're going to be leveling. Those three stats. Every time you level up, by the way, you do get a little bit more resistance. The leveling of resistance basically just doubles down into the defenses. Pretty fucking obnoxious that I had to use all those resources to get past that, but it is what it is. Now we're gonna go into Quelaag's chamber over here and sit down at this bonfire. I think it gives us more, yeah. This one's kindled, so it gives us 10 flasks, which will let us get through Blighttown a little bit easier. I'll leave this fucking area and hopefully never come back. We got the most important things that are here. There's some gear that's here that, you know, if you really wanted a specific build, then you might want to stay here a little bit longer and farm up. And like I said, those slugs in the marsh are pretty good for the various different, you know, things. The slugs in the marsh being the give you the different Titanite shards to level up your gear. So that's worth farming if you're playing normally as well. Just to get you some better gear. We're just gonna leave though. Cause we ain't trying to farm. We just trying to get the fuck up out of here. Yep. You wanna try that again? I've been through here far too many times to get hit by one of you assholes. Do, 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 do. And we can go out the same way we came in. Gotta be a little careful on these things so you don't freak the fuck out and roll off. If you do fall, you will absolutely fucking die. Without question. And you see this shit right here that's happening? I'm getting chased up this ladder by a fucking mosquito. That's why we kill the fucking mosquitoes. Because if they hit you while you're climbing a ladder, it can knock you off and then you'll die. Especially this tall ladder right here. I need you to die for me. Alrighty then. Yeah, a bunch of fucking mosquitoes. On the way out of here, I'm gonna do something I said you shouldn't do, but I'll do it anyways. Which is I'm gonna run by these guys. I might kill this one that's up by itself. Just so I can get a little bit of extra souls. But the other two are getting ran by because I know they will not chase me out of this fucking cave. Running in here is the problem because you don't have anywhere to fucking go once you get past them. Because you can't see shit. You end up falling off this ledge a lot of the time. But, yeah. Gonna drink up here while we let this guy run towards us. And they're pretty slow, so they shouldn't be able to catch us with the amount of stamina we currently have. Oh, need to be a little bit careful not to walk off the fucking ledge here still. And of course, we did send the elevator back up, which is unfortunate. But if we go just around the corner here, there's an item here. Didn't pick that up before. We can get back up here to Firelink Shrine. The central hub for everything. This is also something we'll have to do in a future video, so look forward to that. This is one of the areas that I've spent less time in because it's a late game area. And a lot of times when I play Dark Souls, I usually only play like the first half of the game or something like that. It's not because of ONS, it's just, you know, play the game, do a build gets boring, move on, that kind of thing. Hey look, our firekeeper's not dead. Feels great. Look, I can attune magic. Of course we can't attune magic because our attunement is fucking dog shit. Oh, it won't work. I think we might actually need a Chaos Pyromancy thing, flame on. I don't fucking know. There's definitely a reason. This guy's here though.
Well, I see you. Yeah, I have my. Oh yeah. By the way, I think you have a knack. I'll be pleased to help. Oh really? But I'm on the fringe. I only wish that I.
God damn it! I answered the wrong one.
I'm pleased to. Oh, and I'll be pleased. Oh really? But I'm on the fringe.
I swear to God, dude.
Oh hello there. I'm pleased to see you. Oh, and if by chance, I'll be pleased to. Yeah, one. I'm sure that they'll hear. But a flame. Why, let's get started.
I can buy everything. Flash Wet is really useful if you're in Blighttown, by the way, if you're exploring, because it helps you be very resistant. Turns out. Iron Flesh is good for being defensive. Fireball is just a good little thing to be able to throw. Combustion is okay. In the first game, by the way, all of the magic has specific numbers of uses, so you can take that how you will.
Goodbye then. Be safe. Don't you dare go.
We're not going to be using magic, probably. I think I've gotten past the point where that would be an actual problem. This is an issue, though. I don't know how they're going to fucking respond to me. They might just try to kill me. Yep. It's okay. Hey, look, it's framped. Bye, asshole. I don't know if she's gonna aggro me. It doesn't seem like she is. We're not hanging out here anyways. Like I said in the second video, if you didn't hear, I did make the mistake of killing that NPC one phase too early. So now his friends are pissed. But it's okay. We don't have to fight them. We can just walk by. What in... I'm curious as to why I have some kind of aura coming off of me. I guess that must be the wolf ring. I don't fucking know. But anyways, here we are. That's Sun's Fortress. So, we'll pick this up in the next video. If you like the content, leave a like, comment below how long it took you to get that door to unlock, and how long it took you to figure out that you had to come back here after you rang the bell in Blighttown. If you like the content, then subscribe for future content, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.